Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Super Mario Galaxy. Last time, we completed the terrace, beating Mega Leg and gaining another Grand Star, lighting the beacon up more and releasing, or powering up a new dome over there, the fountain, which is called the bathroom in some regions, which we're not going to stand for too long. So, but before we head there, I want to talk about Rosalina a little bit. Not like talk about her and her character and all that, because we'll get into that later. But if you spin near her, she'll react a little bit. She'll have a heart attack, I guess, a light heart attack. If you jump on her, she will make a magical barrier that will prevent you from damaging her, because she is a god. I guess she's actually like a goddess, yeah, like, she's a space goddess that protects the cosmos. I don't actually know what Rosalina is. And yet, like, I don't know, maybe it's that it's not paying attention to the story much in Mario at all, because I don't really care. But, yeah, like, she's the character most backstory in a single Mario game, in any single Mario game, rather. That's main series, and I still don't think her backstory's that incredible. It's better than anyone else though, so that at least. But anyway, in Fountain, we've discovered 2 new galaxies already, and we're on the verge of discovering a third. Hell, on the verge of discovering a 4th even. I need 4 more power cells. So anyway, let's head to this galaxy, which is one of my favorites, Space Junk Galaxy. Let's go. Let's start with Polestar Path. I love this galaxy. I love this galaxy so much. The music, the scenery, just the kind of like red space, the shining sun in the background. It's just so nice, and it's such a calming level, and it's so fun to do as well. Like, we just look here, just look at this scenery, and just listen to this music, and it's so great. I love this level. It's one of my favorite galaxies in all of Mario Galaxy, and it's so early on too, and I love that about it. That the only level that doesn't like capture my interest entirely early on is Honey Hive, and as I said, I still like that level. It's just not as, like, I suppose impressive as to the game's concept as like Space Junk or as Good Egg or as any other levels coming up. It's still a fun level, but I think this is the level that should have been in place of Honey Hive, and Honey Hive should have been moved to here, because then, like, in the second dome, I could understand them having a kind of calmer level. Also, this is the ship from Pikmin 2. I don't think it has a name officially. This is the ship. I haven't personally played Pikmin 2, so I'm not sure. But I did look it up, and I couldn't really find an exact name. But yeah, it's a reference to the ship from Pikmin 2. Fitting, because Pikmin was built on a tech demo game from, I think, Space World something, ages ago when they showed off the GameCube. They had a game called Super Mario 128 that eventually became Pikmin. I don't know if it was, like, they already had the concept down for Pikmin, or what, and I just fell all the way down. Or they just made Mario 128 as, like, an example of how much the GameCube could do, and, like, eventually it just turned into Pikmin, or if it was already Pikmin and they just used Mario as, like, hey, this will drum up more interest. Anyway, no, don't fall again. No, Jesus Christ. I'm gonna die, too. I'm not gonna die, at least. I'm so sorry about this. I didn't expect to fall twice. Luckily, I'll just see you there. Jesus, it's not that hard. I'm trying to be way too fancy and use momentum stuff, and I didn't have to, and that's why I kept falling. But let's just kill these spiders. Everyone hates spiders anyway, so the spiders on the bottom of this planet too that we should kill. There's also a question mark block that we should hit. And Jesus, I'm just getting ganged up on by spiders. They're a gang. It's a spider gang. Imagine a gang of spiders like just walking down the street, like snapping their legs, I guess. Like rapping spiders. That'd be terrifying, but also incredible at the same time. Anyway, there's a Goomba in here. Let's kill it for a coin, because we are a bit low on, not low on health, but could use some. There's also toads trapped in crystals here that we should free. I don't want to, because they're toads, but, you know, we gotta do it. The only toad I ever liked is Captain Toad, to be honest, because he actually had a fun game that I still haven't finished, that I got almost a year ago. To be fair, I got along with Bayonetta and Bayonetta 2, so, you know, I was kind of preoccupied. Mario, Mr. Mario, as the base captain of the Toad Brigade, I've already discovered a shortcut to the Power Star. Take that Sling Star at the top of the Star Shroom. Oh, he's actually like, being helpful. This is why he's the only Terry I like. He actually does stuff. He's helpful. I don't know why he only appeared when all of his brethren had been freed from their curse of crystalism, but you know, I guess he's a coward, or he didn't know how to free them. He's like, hey, now that they're free, I can say I just didn't know they were frozen. I don't know, it's kind of weird. Captain Toad's a bit shady, eh? Never realized until now, but yeah, he might be having some tricks up his sleeve. Anyway, I love this. I love the platforms just kind of come in. It's a nice little platforming idea that makes it very interesting. You can kind of see where things are going to appear and long jump to there, especially if you already know where they're going to appear. Like, you could jump to this pizza here. But it's a really fun idea. Really, really well done. It doesn't feel unfair. It's not like, oh, the platforms are suddenly coming in. You don't have enough time to react well. No, it feels perfectly fine that these platforms are coming in. They come up far enough ahead of you where it's not a big deal, and it's just a really fun idea. God, I love this level. Let's head to the next one. So, heading right back to Space Junk Galaxy, we have Kamala's Airship Attack. They are shooting at nothing. That's nice. I hope they're happy doing that and wasting their nose ammo, I guess. Where are they shooting it from? They just have, like, noses, snouts. And Captain Toad again. You gonna be helpful? Mario, my brigade boarded the enemy fleet and none have returned. As captain, I would go save them myself, but I'm much too busy at the moment. And scared. And I don't blame you. It's... Look at the doom that these things bring. Also, we have the airship theme returning. I like this remix. I just kind of wish... Again, I like the idea of airships returning, and it makes sense in a game where, you know, you go across planets, because it's basically like, hey, it's just a free platform that we can shove anywhere. We don't have to put effort into it much. It's like they have a template for airships to kind of edit a little bit, depending on the airship. I don't mind it in this game, because it's like, oh, they don't appear that much, and it's just a nice little reference to Mario 3. There's a few of those throughout the game, like the airships, the Mario 3 athletic theme returning, but it got really out of hand in 3D Land with how many airships they use and how much you heard the airship theme. And it was kind of a more boring remix, because this one is like really grand and amazing. The one in 3D Land I remember is kind of being a bit more boring sounding. I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of Super Mario 3D Land. It's okay. It's not a horrible game by any means, but I find that it's a tad boring compared to every other 3D Mario game. I love 3D World though, so it's not like the gameplay that bothers me exactly. Anyway, we got some toads here. Hit the treasures with a shell. Pa-pow! If you're carrying a shell, shake Wii Remote to throw it. Or shake the Wii, I think I called it before. I made a noise. I didn't actually call it anything in particular. But yeah, we can grab shells and store them with the Wii Remote by shaking it and use it as a weapon to kill Kamek there, or just the Magikarp, I suppose. And also to open chests. So that's how we open chests in this game, by throwing things at it. You can also put out candles by shaking near them. That usually will give you a coin, if you absolutely need the coins. And coming up here, we get launched on top of this platform. That guy's going to shoot at us, but he can't hit us because he's way too far away. I'm surprised he can even like see you from here, that they're programmed to see you. But yeah, we can hit this question mark block for some star bits. We can also pull ourselves over to this pole star to go into, I suppose, what is the chimney of the ship. Slide down and get a ton of star bits in the secret room. I always go to this room. I think I found this on my second or third playthrough. I found a lot of things on my second or third playthrough of this game. Way back, you know, when I was a kid. And that room's really helpful. So we have a red shell there, and we'll get more into that in a moment where we save these toads. Stupid octopus is blocking my way. I bet a few shells will take care of that little problem. Yes, you have to hit them with a shell. We already established that. Because you can reflect flaming shots. If a shell is just out of reach, you can still spin to pick it up. Yes, if you spin near a shell, you can spin to pick it up. And let's throw it at this octopus thing. It goes right through the fire. But what is the difference with the red shell when you throw it? Well, if we go a little bit to the left, a bit too far to the left, and we throw it, it will home in on him a little bit. It's not like the most... It doesn't have the most range in terms of homing, but it works well enough. If you're a little bit off, it'll home in on the enemy you just tried to hit. Unless the enemy moves. Those guys can't move though, so that's not an issue. But anyway, we have our boss, Camilla. And I love the music for fighting Camilla. It's really, really nice. And I never noticed that she uses like green lipstick. It's really weird. That I never noticed that. Anyway, sometimes she will shoot green magic, which will create a shell. You can spin near the magic to get the shell, but I failed there. But you can also just wait for the magic to land and grab the shell off the ground and throw it at her. And that's how you're supposed to hit her. She'll also shoot these flaming shots that will expand a little bit in flaming balls, and it's a bit of a threat, but it's not too bad. And let's just miss completely, and that shell is going somewhere. Gonna go create a new shell planet. Very small planet. Only, I don't know what could live on a planet this size. Probably nothing. It probably wouldn't be considered a planet as well, because it's not the proper shape or size or anything to be a planet. But now she's going to summon 2 smaller Magikoopas that will shoot more flames. And it can get a bit hectic in this fight because of that, but it's not too bad overall. Just grab the shell, throw it at her, and she is down. Only takes 3 shells. So she explodes, and not only does she explode, but her cane does, and gives us, or cane I guess, I don't know. It gives us a power star. Let's grab it. It seems that a prankster comet has appeared somewhere. Prankster comets has very strange effects on galaxies. If you want to learn more about those curious comets, ask the Luma who knows about such things. Well, yeah, prankster comets are a thing that will appear not at random in levels. Like if we head to the terrace, we can see that there is a speedy comet in orbit. They don't appear at random. For the most part, I'm going to be tackling any speedy comet or other prankster comet after the level is done. But since that appeared in Good Egg Galaxy, we can go and tackle it. But let's talk to this guy first. How can I help? Tell me more about prankster comets. The prankster comet is always stirring up trouble, making galaxies go all crazy. Speedy comets limit the amount of time you can spend there. Daredevil comets leave you with low life. Cosmic comets make you race a mirror of yourself, and fast foe comets make your enemies move faster. Now the fun part is trying each one out. Yeah, I usually wouldn't do this, like interrupt one level with another, but since the prankster comets are a new thing, let's go ahead to Good Egg Galaxy and try out the speedy comet, huh? So this is Dino Piranha Speedrun. So what exactly does a speedy comet change in the level? Well, you basically play through either a whole or part of a level under a time limit. A time limit you probably beat your first time through the level anyway. I don't think I did with this because I was exploring and showing some things off, but on your first playthrough, you probably did beat the level in 4 minutes. You know, it's not difficult. Even if you didn't, it's not difficult if you don't focus on collecting starbirds or killing too many enemies. It's not difficult. Now, when we have a level like this that, you know, we're playing through again, I'm going to use a few more tricks that make it go a bit faster, not because I need to, explicitly, because the level, you know, it's not that hard, even if you do things legitimately, but just because I can. That's how I usually play. The red rocks here, or the destroyable rocks here that were on this planet before, are now replaced by chain chomps that you cannot destroy, which is arguably a good thing, because it's not going to tempt you to waste time destroying them to collect starbits. I guess it makes it more difficult, because you can't clear them out of the way, but it's also just a small change, because a lot of people I know didn't know you could destroy the rocks in the first place, so it didn't really matter. But yeah, sometimes there are going to be little shortcuts I want to show off in levels that I didn't show off the other way. Not shortcuts exactly, but different paths to a level that, thankfully, speedy comets like this allow me to show off, such as on this planet. We can actually go through here onto that little shrinking platform to this pipe with the piranha plant in it that we have to kill. And go to a planet very similar to Flip Switch Galaxy, where you just activate all these flip switches to create new parts of the planet. That's not in Flip Switch Galaxy, but it's here. There's a life here if you need it as well. We already have 42 lives, Jesus. And you just want to paint the planet yellow and then have it turn green to create a launch star. You could alternatively just kill a giant piranha plant on the other side, but This is another way you can go. It's not really a shortcut because it takes you to the same place. It's just a different way. Maybe it is faster. I haven't timed it, and I haven't really watched that many speedruns in Mario Galaxy, so I don't know what path they take. If I had to guess, they don't do that because that does seem a little bit slower, actually. Just in like how long it took me compared to how long it took me to kill the Piranha Plant. But I don't know. I think so. Let's just launch to Dino Piranha, and we still have 2 minutes. Like, we only took 2 minutes to get here. Like I said, it's not difficult to do Speedy Comets, and I kind of wish they'd just come up with something better than Speedy Comets, because it's just like, hey, play through this level again, because we didn't want to design anything new. I don't hate Speedy Comets by any means, but it does feel like a little bit of a cop-out, to be honest. But, you know, what are you going to do? At least the game's like really fun, so I don't really mind playing through the levels again. And at least the bosses aren't that difficult, so they're not drawn out enough where I hate fighting them again. Especially Dino Piranha, because it's going to go down very quickly here. Like, now it's dead already. Again, it's just going to explode again. They also put a red tint over the screen when you're doing a Speedy Comet. They do, they put a tint over the screen depending on what comet you're doing. And I don't really know why. Because it's kind of distracting, kind of weird, but it's a thing, I guess. It's a nice little graphical effect, nice little attention to detail. I don't know. You also hit these little plants with star bits to make them turn to a normal flower to give you a coin. But that's our first Prankster Comet completed. And that's going to take us back to the terrace. Well, I want to complete Space Junk in this level, in this area, in this video. So I'm going to go ahead and head back there, right back to the level select in the fountain. See you guys then. Or there, I suppose. Actually, when we went to the fountain, I noticed that Space Junk actually has a Speedy Comet in orbit. And as I said, I want to do Speedy Comet or Prankster Comets after a galaxy's already fully completed. And I really don't want to do a Prankster Comet right now. So, what if I talk to this guy and say, move it? Want to move that Prankster Comet? Well, I have a deal for you. Right now, for only 20 Starbits, I'll fling it somewhere else. And yeah, anytime a Prankster Comet appears when I don't really want to do it, I'm going to feed this guy 20 Starbits off screen, of course, and have it move so we can do all the normal levels and then tackle the Prankster Comets as they go. There's a Cosmic Comet in the terrace, and I could go tackle it now, but I think that's better suited to deal with it later. Yeah, Prankster Comet is a Cosmic Comet, the blue one. And I'll deal with that later. I'm not going to worry about it right now. I'm going to go ahead and finish up Space Junk. So, heading to the last level in the Space Junk Galaxy, Terrantox's Tangled Web. So starting off similar to the last one, except there's no airships now because we destroyed them in the airship attack level, the last one that we did before the Prankster Comet. So this level is kind of basic. It's kind of similar to Polestar Path, but you just end it differently. It has a boss fight as well, which something to notice right now commentating this game. There's actually a pretty good number of boss fights in this game, which is surprising because there were a lot in like Sunshine. But also in Sunshine, you fought the goopy piranha thing, like, what, 6 times or 5 times or something? And it was, like, right at the beginning of the game for some reason that you did that. So, I like how they handle it better here, where, spoiler alert, they do reuse bosses later on, but not nearly as much as Sunshine. This thing is a Hungry Luma, obviously. It is our first example of a secret star. We could feed this, 50 Starbits right now. I'm not going to do that. As with Prankster Comets, I'm going to handle Secret Stars after the galaxy is not done, but after we finish the level that the Secret Star appears in. So at the end of this level, for example, we're going to head right back to this planet and feed that Hungry Luma 50 Starbits and handle the secret level. We could do it now, but I kind of don't want to. I want to do the normal level first and then handle the Secret Stars in any level, not just here, but anything. So we have to find the launch star here, which isn't hard, it's right here. And launch through the glass. Ow, Jesus. I'm so sorry, Mario. And if you break these crystals, Mario sometimes flies through crystals like that, and you can collect Starbits around him. And I come to this weird, like, planet here with a weird little house thing, and kind of shaped strangely. And we come to a gimmick I personally enjoy. The sling pods here. Help, I'm stuck. Aim your pointer, aim press A to pull me out. We could save him, point him at the planet, or we could launch him into dead space and just... he's gone forever. One more toad eradicated. Thank the Lord. But I do want to collect some coins here to heal myself. Might as well. We have the ship from Pikmin 2 here again. So let's kill the spider. I don't want to kill all the spiders because they don't need all to die. But ooh, there's a health mushroom down there if you really want. I don't believe there's a way to get out of the sling pod when you've gotten into it without dying. So I can't get it. Sucks for me. I don't really think I'll need it though. We are coming up to a boss, but it's not a particularly difficult boss. I don't think Super Mario Galaxy is a particularly difficult game to begin with, but yeah. So breaking that open, we have to also break open this web. Actually, you know what? You know what? Can I break it open with this toad? I didn't know that happened. Heck, Mario, what is this thing? It's a giant web toad. You never seen a spider? Yeah, you don't know anything about the world. Okay, it's an elephant spider. I think elephant spiders, I know elephant beetles are a thing, because I play Animal Crossing. I don't know if an elephant spider is a thing. I hope not. I don't want an elephant spider to be a thing. Anyway, you can hit the little green orbs around its body to stun it, and then you want to hit the butt of the spider to flip it over. And then you want to destroy the ball, I see orbs, the shiny things on its stomach to hurt it. You want to destroy all three. You can destroy the little rock platforms around the area to get some coins if you are in desperate need of health. But all three have been destroyed. He's going to flip back over and make himself a little bit more difficult. Now he's going to shoot from his mouth thing, I guess. He's going to shoot from the little orbs around his body. So you got to be careful. Thankfully, Toad's staying out of the way. Let's stun him. Oh, we missed. Okay, well, let's, which direction is going to go? He's going to keep going this way. Good thing. So I can just keep running. And let's not miss this time. Let's stun him. He's going to get stunned, so let's run around the back here and hit his butt. Okay, I thought I missed for a moment because it didn't really seem like I'd hit it, but I guess it's a bit more lenient than I thought. And now the boss is basically done. It only takes two cycles, thankfully, because if it took 3, I think this boss would go on a little bit too long without being, too interesting. But 2 cycles, and he is done. We get an absolutely gorgeous-looking web with a rainbow in the background, and, of course, our power star. Seriously, this looks so gorgeous. I love it so much. But we're not quite done in Space Junk yet. As was said, we have a secret star. You'll need 50 star bits to be able to feed this hungry Luma. You can find it in the area below him, where you'll be able to find the launch star, as well as you'll be able to find plenty, almost enough, before you even reach this planet. But go ahead and feed him all 50 he requires. And they'll transform into a planet, as all others do. Now, what I didn't mention is that when you're making a file, you can select a icon. You can select a me icon or from, I believe, 5 or 6 Mario characters, one of them being Yoshi. They just took the Yoshi icon for your level select and put it here and put a wood texture on it, and it's great. And it's the only reference Yoshi gets in Mario Galaxy. He appears playable in Galaxy 2, as a kind of Mario World-ish version of how he is, but in this game, yeah, this is the only thing. Yoshi's Unexpected Appearance is the name of this level. And yeah, I kind of wish Yoshi appeared playable more. I believe there was a rumor way back in the day of Yoshi actually being playable if you could stop. You've seen the numbers rising from the Goombas here. I think the rumor I saw, at least, I don't know how widespread this rumor got, but I saw it, was that if you jump on all the Goombas in one go, Yoshi, you can play as Yoshi being ridden by Mario. What actually happens is I'm pretty sure you just get 1-ups if you jump on 8 and then 1-ups for every one you jump on after 8. Kind of like classic Mario games, pretty much exactly like that. But let's get our first secret star. But with that, there should be a comet, a prank comet appearing at Space Junk. We're not going to do that quite yet. We're going to, if it's there at all, in fact, we can check with Polario right here. If it is there, we're going to do that at the start of next episode. And yes, there is indeed a speedy comet at Space Junk. We'll handle that next episode, guys. For now, we finished off all the main levels in Space Junk, even handled a secret star. And we will handle the Prankster Comet next time and do a few more levels in other galaxies, whether they be one-offs or big levels. See you guys then.